Okay, hello, if you're there. I'm trying to find myself live so I can see what's going on. Okay. There we go. I can hear myself, so I know you can hear me. So, I have got the most exciting thing. Well, to me it's exciting because it's new. Because everything that's new with Stampin' Up! Is exciting to me. So, we are going to play with the Irresistible Blooms sweet set. I don't know. It's not even live yet. You can't even get it unless you're a demonstrator. If you're a demonstrator, you can get it. It's going to be an online exclusive, so it will never be in a catalog. But you can get it online, which I like, I guess. Anyway, so, but you know, I love shaker cards, and the loose frosted dots are just amazing. They're so pretty. And so, you know, I thought, let's make a shaker card for goodness sakes. So we're going to make a shaker card. So if you're tired of watching Sandra make shaker cards, then I guess you don't have to watch. But if you want to make just one more shaker card, let's do it. So the Irresistible Blooms has those dots, and it has Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper, which is 6 by 6. And it is so pretty. Hi, Joy. How are you doing? I hope you're healing up well. Getting around faster. Thanks for sharing, Pam. So look at these colors. Now, if you're an old, and I don't mean old, if you have been around Stampin' Up! For a little while, you might recognize that some of these colors are returning. And I'm so excited. Can you see the pretty peacock? That was one of my all-time favorite colors, and it went away, and now it's coming back. It'll be a new in color, I think. And then there's Lost Lagoon in here too. So, yeah, I think that's what those two colors are. Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock, and I am so happy. I'd be happier if I had one in my hand right now, so I could stamp on this beautiful piece of paper with the color that I need to stamp on it, but I don't have it because it hasn't quite come out. I know, Pretty Peacock. Oh, Lost Lagoon is like, it's kind of, I would say, like a Dusty Bermuda Bay, maybe? I mean, it's that color. It's pretty. You'll like it. I promise. So, okay, let's see. What are we going to do to get started? I wanted to, so on this card that I made, so there's a piece of this designer series paper in the background. I just stamped on it. So it says, couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. And I just love that. I think it's so pretty. I have the person I'm going to already send this to. I already know it. So I wanted to use this paper, but I don't know if I stamp on it, if we can see it. And I can't heat emboss. Otherwise we'd heat emboss, but I got no space to do that. I could stamp it in black, but that might look a little funny. So I thought we could use this paper and I could stamp on it. So I think that's what we're going to do. So this is going to be our background. That'd be a pretty background. I could do that one as the background. Let's do that one with the dots. I like these little cascading dots. So we'll do that, yep, as a background. Okay, so I'm going to cut this piece at 4. Like, I have a lot of decisions to make right now. You finally get to catch me live, Joy. Okay, so that one is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and that's going to be the background of our shaker card. And then we need a top piece to go around the outside. And I think I'll use that one. And so this one is going to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then we're going to die cut the rectangle. Now, while I have this guy out, I'm going to cut a piece of window sheet that I almost can't see. And it's going to be 4 by 5 1/4 also. And I have to be careful where I put it because I'll lose it. I'll set it right there on top of my ink pads. It's so easy to lose. Okay, so I have been a die cutting machine lately, and my plates are all warped, and I have not taken the time to pull out new ones. So pardon me, but my plates are all warped. Now, our plates are consumables, and they're, I wouldn't say they're supposed to warp, but they do warp. And it's not the end of the world. We just replace them. So sometimes things move, though. And that gets a little hairy. So we'll try to run it through. Now, you guys probably already know that when you run through anything with a long, straight edge, you don't want to put it right straight through underneath the rollers. You want to turn it just a little bit so it doesn't catch the roller all at the same time. It just makes it a whole lot easier on your machine. Okay, so now get that apart. Look, and then I have these two beautiful card fronts that I can use on cards later. So don't think I was wasting all that. Don't think I was wasting all that. It's pretty. It's just going to sit there until I'm ready to use it on a different card. Okay. So I'm going to add my window sheet to here. Now, I need this. I need my mat so everything doesn't get all sticky, because when everything gets all sticky, it just gets messy. So I'm going to use Stampin' Seal to put the window sheet on the back of here. You don't want to use liquid glue because your window sheet is not porous. Okay, so it won't ever soak in. So a window sheet will just slide. You don't want to do that. So we're going to use Stampin' Seal, and that'll make sure that it gets stuck on there good. Now, here's what I learned when I was making my sample card. I mean, I know Stampin' Seal is sticky, but it is super sticky. And I was messing with this thing. I had it all over the place. So I'm just going to use my pokey tool to hold it and get my Stampin' Seal around the edge. I'm going to try not to stick my fingers in it. I'm trying really hard. Oh, we're having a malfunction. That's not good. One moment, please. I think I've come to the end of my Stampin' Seal, and I need a new one. So we shall get a new one and reload. Well, hello in Australia. Reload our Stampin' Seal. Get it primed and ready to go. Oh, now I've done it. I stuck my llama in the Stampin' Seal. Okay. 3 sides, 4 sides. Okay. Now, let's get the window sheet on the back of here. That will make everything a whole lot easier. Okay, there's our window sheet. It's down. It's ready to go. So we are going to use adhesive strips and go all the way around the outside of our rectangle. I call this a casket. I don't mean to be gruesome. It's just a term I use for where we're going to put the shaky bits. And the casket doesn't have to be any certain, you can make it whatever shape you want, I suppose. We made a heart one earlier this month when we were making a heart shaker card. So you could make your casket whatever shape you'd like. So let's get this down. We'll put our shaky bits in here. I have to stamp, don't I? I have to stamp something before I put that. Now, you're gonna want you want your ends to come all the way together because you do not want your shaky bits to fall out. You just don't. Okay, so on here, because this is my background, right? I'm gonna stamp. What am I gonna stamp? Hello? I can stamp hello. And then I can stamp on the inside. Let's stamp hello. So I'm gonna get out my hello stamp. Where is it? Hello. I haven't used this one yet. If I could heat emboss, that'd be pretty. But I just can't heat emboss right here. I have to move, and then I can't take the camera with me. So, it won't quite fit on that little baby block. It fits on that block, though. Okay, so we're going to stamp in Flirty Flamingo. And we're just going to stamp hello. Now, we have to get it far away from the corner, far enough away from the corner that it doesn't get covered up. Oh, I like that. I like that font. The fonts are pretty, aren't they? I like the font. Okay, so this one says hello on the outside. Now, we can take this. We can take off our the strips, the backing over here. You can do this in whichever order and then add your shaky bits. So I'm going to add these new shaker bits, which are all over here. I'm going to add the loose frosted dots because they're fun. And then I'm going to add some effervescent elements because they're fun. And they kind of get overlooked, and I have a whole thing of them, so I got to use some of them. And then these, oh my gosh. These are amazing. I love these. I love everything about these. And these are... Oh! Did you see that? Sequins for everything? They're not sequins for everything. They are... I don't know what they are. They're awesome. Hang on. I'll look it up in the catalog and I'll tell you. I'll clean those up. Hang on just a minute. I feel like I'm making a page for the catalog where I've shaken everything and just let it loose. They will not go to waste. They will go right back into the container. They don't look like anything in here in the book. Which is why, here, for everything fancy sequins, these are them, and they don't really look like anything. But I'm telling you what, they are super duper amazing. And you get the pink and the blue and the green. And I'm going to put the back on here, and then we're going to clean this mess up. So, here's my back piece, and I'm just going to lay it down on top. And then make sure it gets sealed closed. Okay. Have you guys ever done that? Have you guys ever dropped your sequins or your glitter? That's why I don't use glitter. You see that? That's why I don't use glitter. Can you imagine? I'd still be finding glitter in my house 37 years from now. Okay, let's get these back so we don't... We'll use them on another shaker card. Don't worry, little ones. You'll be used. Talking to the shaky bits. Especially the pink ones. Those are my faves. Okay. So here's our card. I think I'm going to put it on Daffodil Delight. That will make it bright and cheery. Daffodil Delight is one of the colors, it says. Oh yeah, that'll be bright and cheery. So we just have a standard card base that's 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm folding it in half. And then we're going to add this on top of there. Now, here's what I've noticed. Do you guys have one of these? This is a an adhesive eraser. There is a little bit of Stampin' Seal on the outside of here. So I'm going to get the adhesive eraser out. Just go right around the outside. And that picks up all that extra adhesive. This thing is indispensable. Now, you can get these at the Dollar Tree. The dollar, everything's $1. Well, it used to be $1. Now it's $1.25. But that's where you get the... Looks like this. It's called a Crafter Square Glue and Residue Eraser. Nope. It's not Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up doesn't make one. I would plug it if Stampin' Up made it, but they don't make it. So, I'm going to add my pretty thing we just made onto the front of my card. Now, feel free to embellish your card however you want. You could add a flower on there. You can add whatever you want. It's your card. Me, I'm going to leave mine just like that. I am going to stamp on the inside though. Did you know that I am not organized? Here, I'll show you my attempt at organization. I have this bin here. It's one of my bins of happiness. And so all of these pieces right here are 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. So there's a ton of them. They're awesome. I love having them there, and I don't have to, I can just grab and as I'm creating. I don't have any basic white ones right now. Like, why? Why do I not have any basic white ones? So I shall cut one. Everybody should have a bin of happiness where you can just grab while you're creating. Look, I'll make an extra and put it in there so then the next time I'll have at least one. Okay. So there's that. Now we're going to just stamp a little bit on the inside because, you know, we are stampers. So I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to stamp this little flower, and I'm just going to put it in the corner over here. And then I'm going to stamp some leaves. Wait, I'm going to stamp a sentiment. So it says hello on the front. So then how about, I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. We're going to put that on the inside. Let's see if we can get it straight. Ooh, pretty good. Sometimes I impress myself. Other times, not so much. So we're going to add some leaves. I got the Pear Pizzazz out. And then, just because, it says that Petal Pink is one of the matching colors, or the coordinating colors. So I'm going to use the Petal Pink. And I'm just going to, let's see. Yeah, I think I'll stamp off once. And I'll just put it right there. Just because. add a little bit of whatever. So let's put this on the inside of our card, and then we will be done. So does anybody have plans for Valentine's Day? I do not, but I have plans on next Friday. I'm going to Taiwan for work. Should be fun. I bet I eat some different foods that I've never eaten before. Okay, so there's my shaker card. So I hope you learned a little bit about how to use shaker cards, and please don't drop your sequins. Like, look, there's still sequins up here. I'll try to get them all. But you could put a flower, because there's flowers and there's dies. So we could put a flower in the corner if we wanted to. And maybe I'll do that later, but that's the basics on how to make a traditional shaker card. That's what I'll call it, a traditional shaker card. So thanks so much for hanging out with me a little bit today. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.